Hey everybody, long time no see. Okay, well I've been reading a book that I bought. I think I told you about it, the OpenGL 4 Shading Language Cookbook, 3rd edition, by Pact Publishing, David Wolf. Anyways, it's all about CG, computer graphics, and I'm heading in that direction, but just kind of show you this. I was playing around with the other day and thought it'd be cool to show it off. It's just what kind of prompted this video. This is the pre. I'll show you real quick what I did. Whoops. Here. I was like, it's not there. What happened? Okay, so this was the basic tessellation example. And the T factor is actually a uniform that I'm throwing in here. And it's based on time. So let's find it here. See the uniform. See, we set it here. We find the location and set it to that variable. Okay, then we reset the time to 0 here. And then as the time gets up to 0.033, then it toggles this giggles variable that sets it to that u location. Okay, and then that gets sent back into here, t factor, and that's what goes through here. Anyways, so putting this uniform based on time into the shader was what prompted me to do, well, let me show you my before here. Because what I was doing was wrong. Not wrong, just not optimal. Which is probably true about a lot of things. Because, let's see, before, I don't think I changed this, but we'll just copy and paste it anyways. Because I just, I'm going with what works, and I'm doing this all on my own, not with a schooling, education, or anything. So I added a little bit of sound and an intro there. Okay, and then this is the latest stuff I've done. Let's see, 5, 6, 7. I'm just hitting the keys on the keyboard. 8, 9, 0. I think I showed you that already. This is a screen full of that. I did the fuzzy circles. I made a more perfect circle with the shader. And then there's some noise. I tried some noise texture. Anyways, and then we'll just close it out. I added a special thanks there for the music to the guy that wrote the music, which was really cool. Okay, so that's before. So actually, the main point that I wanted to show you now is what I did was I took the input from the keyboard and I put it into a uniform. Let's go to main here. And uniform 3. Basic classes. Okay, compile it. I don't know how much faster this is going to be or what's going to go on, but let me show you kind of how I did this here. So you may have recalled from the past that our dx variable is the actual response to the input. So the user hits the A key or the D key and the dx goes back and forth. Well, there's no bounds checking, so you can literally drive right off the edge of the cliff here. And so I thought, well, since there's no bounds checking, there's no variable to, no variable to update, we can just continually keep this variable without resetting it each time. So instead of actually starting, see this points move function is a lot smaller now. So instead of actually starting with the vertices and uploading them to the GPU, and then coming back and redoing all the vertices with the velocity vector, and then uploading the new updated vertices to the GPU, which involves a lot of CPU processing. What I'm actually doing is up here in the shader. So in the shader I've got a new uniform variable dx, and that is the input variable. And so in order to specify which vertices would actually be updated, I specify, oh, that was brilliant. I specified that the type on the vertices in the one of the attributes, which is this attribute here, location 3, anyways, is 8. And then um, if it's not equal to 8, then it goes ahead and it actually adds dx. See, if it is equal to 8, it just does the regular. Okay, it just displays it with the position. If it's not equal to 8 and the y is equal to 9999, which is the planetary rings, which I've taken the dx and times by 20th, so it's not updating exactly with the input. It's parallax background, basically, because the background is moving slower than the foreground. And then this would be the foreground right here. There's no, it's dx times 1 instead of dx times 0.05, which is a 20th. So anyways, then we go through the whole rigmarole of setting up the uniform variable, setting the sending it in and all that, and then this is the result. And see, it moves a lot more quickly. It's insane. See, so you swap it and it just, because all the calculations now are transferred to the GPU. So you got this is kind of an error. I got to figure that out. And that too, but yeah. So you kind of get the sense of that. So instead of, like I said, using the CPU to update each vertices with the velocity vector, all we're doing is sending a uniform variable and using the vertex shader to update our position with the velocity vector in the shader. But we can't save the value in the vertex. So what we're doing is we're keeping the uniform variable, keeping track of that and adding to it each frame or subtracting from it each frame. And that's all we're doing. And it's quite simple. And I'm completely blown away by this. And I'm totally excited now because it's really focused me on moving everything away from letting the CPU do stuff to actually putting my mind in the frame set of letting the GPU do stuff with the shaders. So that's where my focus is going to be. Everything's going to be a lot faster and better, and I'm very, very, very excited. And please comment on this. Leave comments in the section below the video, like, subscribe. I'm getting ready to have an actual launch on Patreon either towards the end of this month or the middle of next month. So check me out on Patreon. That would be great. I'm starting something there. I have to test the itch.io integration, so when you purchase the $5 tier, I want to make sure that you get access to the 24 demo programs that I have in there, plus this 2D platformer that I'm going to release here pretty soon. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for all your support. This has absolutely been an amazing time that I've had really been able to put my brain into this computer graphics stuff, and the nerdy part of me just really, really enjoys it. So, all right, well, stay tuned, and thanks again for watching.